We ain't dealt with not one serious issue that we dealing with right now. But you got us talking about JFK, Martin Luther King possibly working for the FBI.
No.
Martin Luther King was a Fed, dog.
Come on, bro.
Martin Luther King was a Fed this whole time.
According to the government.
This whole time.
Hey, y'all believe that shit? Y'all believe that shit?
God.
Yo, welcome back to the 4th season of The Great Deliberators. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Imperator Rose.
It's your boy DK.
And one time for our boy OB.
Say your name, make your name ring.
Ooh.
Here we go. Hey, man, 2025.
So excited to be back, man.
2025.
Dog, I've been missing the pod, bro. I was hot. Because this man's fault right here that we just now recording.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you.
After 3 weeks.
Look, I went on a mental, spiritual hiatus.
Sabbatical.
Okay. It was a good time. First went to the DR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Amazing.
What was the temperature?
Honestly, it was about like in the mid 60s, low 70s.
Okay, I can rock with that.
It wasn't bad.
So you ain't getting in the water though? Maybe like a hot tub, but
I didn't get any water.
You didn't get any water? Yeah,
not for real.
That's a little cold.
Went to a couple of clubs, went to a couple of shows, had a rave on the last night.
This man is raving. This man is raving.
And then the following weekend went to Utah, Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Ended up snowboarding in Park City, Utah.
Any better at it? Man,
your boy is good.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if you saw what I posted on IG.
Nah, I ain't get to see it, man. I don't be on Instagram no more though because they try to get rid of TikTok, so I refuse to use their platform more than I have to.
Just taking things personal. God,
I am.
You fighting the good fight.
Hey, because TikTok is my shit, and if you come for what the fuck I fucks with, I don't fuck with you.
It's there.
Hey, it's gang on gang.
Trump saved you.
Trump didn't say a goddamn thing.
Okay, well, I mean, he said and it was done.
Look, all I'm saying is you come for mine, I come for yours, and therefore you ain't getting none of my bandwidth, my nigga.
Let's give a round of applause. A round of applause to the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles.
Skip over my highlights, okay? But no, keep on.
Look.
Y'all are going to the Super Bowl.
Here's the reality. It's Go Birds. Yeah, what a phenomenal team. Can't believe that we doing this. I'm going to be honest with you.
I can. Y'all got superstars everywhere.
I might be going to the Super Bowl.
Huh? Damn.
I might be.
Well, you got money like that, so I ain't mad at you.
And you know, it may cost me little to nothing compared to what the ticket is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
And some real people are looking out, and it might be a possibility for it to get done.
Okay, all right.
If it does, your boy will be in there.
All right, I ain't mad at you. My only thing is in the day that I finally go to the Super Bowl, I need to be able to move without having to drive, and I can just pay for all, the extracurricular.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm about to do this like a nomad. I'm driving to New Orleans in the whip. I'm about to sleep on the couch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the game, come back, sleep on the couch, take a shower, and come back home. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not even
like a one day thing.
This is gonna be a 16 hour to 24 hour, you know what I'm saying, trip.
Okay.
Come turn around.
Okay. But here's the problem. Here's what we need to talk about before we get into my shit here real quick. Eagles got to win, y'all. Here's all I'm saying.
Really
Listen, I don't care who you pray to. Understand something here. God let Donald Trump become president again. He owe us not another Chiefs Super Bowl. He owe that to us. Like we are owed somebody else winning.
Why are you so upset
about
the Chiefs winning, 3 or winning Super Bowls? What makes you upset at it?
Because I hate them.
Why?
Because I hate them.
Is it because they beat the Texans?
Yes, because I hate them.
Okay, well that's different. Maybe that's because
and he robbed us.
I mean, I don't know if that's a Chiefs' fault. I think that's more of like refs' fault.
And I hate them.
Okay.
It ain't that. Listen.
I don't mind seeing greatness, so I don't have an issue with it.
Sports,
but I do agree with you though.
Sports, fuck all. Block all this energy over here, dog. Fuck all of that. I need all the hate in existence. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hate Michael Jordan?
Keep this from happening.
LeBron?
I probably would have. I don't hate LeBron because LeBron was never at that level to hate. I don't know why people hate him. Yeah, that's weird. He clearly ain't better than Michael Jordan, so I don't know why people would hate him.
But you feel like if Michael Jordan existed today, you'd probably hate him.
Huh? Yes, I probably would.
Okay. I
hated Kobe.
I can see that. I went to Texas Tech, so Pat Mahomes is kind of like, I feel like, and then Andy Reid, He's the.
I appreciate Andy Reid. I think
you know what
I'm
saying. Like he was the Eagles coach. He was the first one there when I became a fan of the Eagles. So
I think it's because I wanted Lamar Jackson to go to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And so like
that's bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That has nothing to do with the Chiefs.
I mean,
I got nothing. As a matter of fact, if Lamar would have went against the Chiefs, it would have been over for him. But that is 100% Mark Andrews. I'm bro.
I mean, hold on, wait, talking about because you're missing the point here. The point is I hate him.
Bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like you arguing something. Listen, what my hatred for these boys is beyond logic. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't ration with me on this, man.
I got you.
I hate them. You know what I'm saying? Like just accept the fact that I hate these niggas. Okay?
I got you.
All right, cool. So listen, we need all the energy in the world.
Birds, man.
We need all the energy in the world to bang onto the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Let them carry that spirit energy into there. We need the spirit bomb from hell to drop. You know what I'm saying? Onto the Mercedes Stadium now. No, it's not Mercedes. It's Caesar. Caesar Stadium. We needed to drop onto Caesar Stadium. Let's go ahead and get these boys up out of here, man. Yeah, send that energy out there. Anyway, before we go forward and get on into the pod, I do want to talk about some things that have happened to me here lately. Your boy's car is paid off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just one more step in my goal to financial freedom. You know, now it's on to these student loans and then eventually it's mortgage. But I don't know. I've been doing a lot of research. And since time is your ultimate weapon in building wealth, I'll probably just continue paying my mortgage and use the extra toward investing once I get to that point. Because
that's not a bad idea.
Paying off the house, I've done a lot of research and like it just financially it makes sense. So here's a tidbit just to drop game on you. Yeah, like it's in the head, it might seem like a good idea to go ahead and pay your house off early, but again, we talk about the power of compounding interest.
That's what I was
you can't beat it.
If you're locked in at 3% over there, but you can make 7-8% year over year.
I'm saying like you
having an S&P, it might be smarter for you to be having net positive having an S&P.
It's a no-brainer.
Just keep up with the
like I thought about it. I was all like, man, like once we get through this, we got 2 years, student loans gone. Then we on this house. I'm like, that's it, man. I started doing the math, and I was like, but damn, that would take me at least 8 years, like grinding hard. You know what I'm saying?
What's your number that you want to retire at? That you feel like if I am able to accumulate this at the age of retirement?
Oh, realistically, probably 60. Realistically,
60 what?
60 years old.
No, I'm saying what's the number, the amount?
Oh, to dip out, 3-4 mil.
Okay.
Especially like because after student loans is gone, I mean, we got like what $1,200 a month that we could probably
retirement. I feel like 5-6 mil is I'm good.
I mean, my house will be paid off.
That's what I'm saying. You have a paid off house, paid off car. You don't really have a lot of like high expenses.
But I mean, 5-6 mil is, I don't know how obtainable it is because I ran the numbers, and so. And again, a lot of this is predicated upon how the market goes, but you know, not to dwell too deep into it. But the point is 3 or 4 is like
if XRP that's do its thing, man.
That's the ballpark. Oh, you got some XRP now?
No, I need to go get some.
Okay,
but we'll talk.
Yeah, do that. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
But no, for real, we need to talk. We need to talk.
I just want to share somebody the greatest come up ever. So the day, 2 weeks before XRP went from 50 cents to like $3 or whatever, I had bought like 1,800 coins. Yeah. Off the muscle when I found out that Brad Garlinghouse house was gonna have like a sit down with Donald Trump or whatever. I said, all right, the play is in. And so boy made a quick little $8,000, you know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Yeah. So shout out to your boy, you know what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't be telling y'all this. I ain't trying to get robbed and that shit like that.
Nobody gonna
okay. Anyway, all right. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the shenanigans here, man. So Donald Trump has become president, and this man has not stopped signing executive orders since he's came into office. At this point, I want everyone to know that one, we kind of need to calm down. We need to come back to reality. You know what I'm saying? We as a society, and I think it's just because in Western culture, because we have this flair for dramatics, that we tend to want to overhype and overstate things. And I don't want to necessarily diminish, you know what I'm saying, your feelings and what you may feel may be happening. But also I want to put things into perspective to actually talk about what is happening and understand that an executive order is virtually just like a 4-year temporary rule until a new president comes into pass. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even really like it's really like a temporary rule that's like in pencil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's
it's really, it's pandering.
Yeah,
That's really what it is.
Yeah, it's the people
orders
voted
are
for
100% pandering.
Yeah.
It is for the media and for people to just have an emotional response. Then nothing really changes much with these executive orders for the most part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
in reality, if if you wanted to give any credence to it, nobody has no president has ever done what Donald Trump technically has necessarily done, right? Like lost, then reran again, at least to my knowledge. I don't remember. Lost, then ran 4 years later and won again, right?
By a landslide.
And then on top of that, he was demonized the whole time. And, didn't necessarily, if we are to believe what he says, doesn't think that he necessarily had the best cabinet and picks. He say he relied on people that he didn't know, because he thought that's how Washington worked. And now, he's just on a full-blown tangent, which is a little bit of vengeance, a little bit of pettiness. And, he's just trying to stick it to people. But at the end of the day, I do want people to look at exactly what's occurring and then realize that he ain't did nothing yet that isn't reversible.
Did he pardon the January 6 people?
Yes.
All of them?
All of them.
Hey, that got funny.
All of them.
Hey, that got funny.
All of them.
Hey,
even the motherfuckers that beat cops.
Hey, he's funny. Dog.
Even the dude.
That's
even all the ones that beat
man.
cops.
That's a funny guy.
Hey, listen, man.
That's a funny guy.
Listen.
That's a funny guy. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog.
Donald Trump may also be the first president in the history of the world that went right in office and did exactly
what he said he was gonna do.
Not even that, but what his voters wanted him to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about Obama, right? Obama got voted in, right? And like, I wasn't paying attention to politics at the time, but I watched some history on presidents. Obama ran on, women's rights and all that. His first week, in his very first press conference, he was like, I don't really know if this is the time to address that issue. Like, you ran on this platform about women's rights, abortion, birth control, and all that. And then, again, he had the House and the Senate and then decided not to do nothing about it. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm not saying that what Donald Trump doing is right, but he is walking into office and handling business on accord of the people who voted for him.
He's doing what he said he was going to do.
And I mean, damn.
And
Democrats.
that's why I say he's funny.
Like,
you can't even be mad at him because he pretty much was saying this the whole time, like, I'm going to get you out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So now that he's doing it, it's just a little comical.
Yeah, I mean, it's comical because, like, we also are used to politicians bullshitting. You get what I'm saying?
But one thing we know is that Donald Trump ain't bullshitting.
I mean, you wouldn't think so, but his first presidency, he bullshitted a lot and ain't nothing get done.
I don't think so. I think his first presidency, he had a lot of people who were trying to restrain him as much as possible, slowing things up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he wasn't able to make anything move effectively the way he wanted. And so from Bolton to all of them. I
feel like that's every president though.
I mean, but it wasn't in my opinion, because he's so bashful, they went over and beyond trying to make it difficult. He had the FBI coming in and out of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot going on under him. So I don't think he was able to move the way he wanted to. And now that he's pretty much hand selecting his cabinet, this, that, and third. Like it's one of those things where I'm curious to see how the next 3 years is going to go. I'm very curious to see how the next 3 years is going to go. And I don't think personally that it's going to be that bad for me. You know what I'm saying? And that may seem selfish. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is that, like, look, we did what we already did. You know, all we can do now is just move forward. We can't sit up here and just have this negative emotional cloud over us every single day. Today on the elevator, I was with my client, and my client asked, "How are you doing?" And she was just like, "Donald Trump and these executive orders." And it was just like, dog, what the fuck? Bitch, like we not at home watching MSNBC. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we're out in light in the world. Like we don't need to
go touch some grass. Like, I got you.
Dog.
I feel like also it's because of the fact that, like, we have so much access to information now, and it's kind of sensory overload that it's almost hard to escape it too, right? Because, like, you can hop on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even, right?
I just scroll through it.
See shit. I mean, that's you, but I'm saying for the majority of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gravitate toward, personal feelings and how you feel. And so, honestly, sometimes it's just hard to get away from it. Now that doesn't mean that, you know, you don't need to take care of your mental space and block some of that shit, you know what I'm saying, at times. But, you know, I can attest to the fact that, like, I can imagine that for some people it's probably hard to get away from. Even with all of that being said, back to my original point is, and you alluded to it, I mean, look, the next 3 years are going to be kind of ass, all right? But, like, when you talking about kind of ass, we talking about, like, you got a boss at your job, he kind of suck, but, you know, eventually that motherfucker going to leave.
Thank you,
I mean,
man.
like...
It's not going to be end of the world,
I mean,
guys.
like, this is not the...
Yeah, it's not the apocalypse. To be real with y'all, everybody just needs to be a little excited, because once this 3 years is up, you don't have to worry about him no more. You know what I'm saying? Now, we have some residual bullshit that he leaves upon us? No doubt. You know what I'm saying? But every president does.
And you have to take some time to fix that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So,
in case y'all ain't know, we also got this red light in the back because Donald Trump has been on demon time since he stepped foot back into the office. Yeah. So from now on, we're gonna have like a little red light in the back. We kind of gonna have a mood for the episode. This episode is about demon time because all we talking about is all this goofy shit that he been doing. So with that being said, let's move on to something else. I don't know if you've seen, because he said he hasn't been brushed up on it, taking care of his mental space. I respect it. I do, man.
Man,
like,
I've been working, and
also you put in too many hours to be stressed outside of work. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Listen, when I go to work, and I get out of work, the last thing I'm doing is watching the news, especially right now with the Eagles doing their thing.
It's stressing. I know. Eagles go to Super Bowl.
They give a fuck. Now, mind you, after the Super Bowl, maybe.
Yeah, come holler at me after the Eagles win the Super Bowl. I got you. I feel you.
But if y'all think for a second, it's nothing but positive vibes, man. I've been snowboarding. I've been in the sun, even at the beach.
Got you.
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah,
okay. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Okay, so he recently released the JFK, RFK, and MLK assassination files.
Okay, anything?
I haven't read it. I saw some bullshit about how, like, it was alluded to, at least, that the FBI, quote unquote, might have Martin Luther King might, according to the files, the way somebody was reading it, Martin Luther King might have been hired, you know, they made Martin Luther King the face of the civil rights movement and then assassinated him or whatever. I don't know. Here's my point. There's a strong.
Is this tinfoil hat episode or we?
No, not tinfoil hat. This is my honest opinion here because I haven't read it because one, I'm pretty sure there's so much redacted from it that, like, it's probably hard to tell.
First off, the messenger, can you even trust the messenger?
Yo, hey,
can you even trust the messenger?
Listen to me,
bro. Get that shit out of my face.
Let me ask you.
Bro. At this point, this is look. I don't want to say this is 2025. I'm trying to be a new person.
Hold on, wait, because I got a point to make here. Let me ask you a question. Y'all, I'm talking to you as if you are the mega group that wanted. But I want you to see how I'm coming with this. You don't even trust the government. Why would you believe anything that the government releases?
Bro, I mean, I'm curious to just know what it is, But yeah, I'm not believing none of that shit.
Why? Bro, I don't believe
none of that shit. Like,
I don't believe that shit.
I believe in UFOs, and y'all been telling us for the longest that they don't exist.
Although they admitted last year they do, but it was a distraction.
And then out of nowhere just said, "Oh, we've known about this for years. Nothing to worry about." You know what I'm saying?
They at the bottom of the ocean.
So with that being said, I don't believe nothing. I'm just gonna keep going to work, guys.
Bro,
I'm gonna keep going to work. I'm gonna pay my taxes. You know what I'm saying? Keep my head down, and I'm just trying to just double up, triple up. You know what I'm saying? Until I ain't got to work no more. You know what I'm saying? Because all the other bullshit is here today and it's gone tomorrow.
Yeah. So, I mean, bro, like I said, I'm sitting up here. These people been crying for the release of the JFK files, and then they hit me.
Got it.
Well, I'm just saying it hit me like
when he just been in the back room,
bro, just drawing up the greatest story ever told. Like, why would you believe that shit?
Go get Michael Bay. Go get Michael Bay.
Hey, yo, where's Beethoven? I mean, where's Shakespeare? Some unwritten Shakespeare work that they just adapted to a story, bro.
Put it together. And just sent it up. And now they're going to make a movie. Now they're going to make a movie for all of them.
Swear to God.
All of them.
No, like, what are y'all talking about, bro? Like, why would you listen to me?
Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill. I don't
believe nothing the government says.
I'm going to be honest. It don't even matter no more. Bro, let's just say none of that shit even existed no more. We are where we are now. Can we just deal with the problems that we got to deal with right now?
Bro.
Let's forget. I know that's crazy to just say forget history, but let's just like Let's not even worry about it.
Listen,
let's just worry about the problems that we got right now.
The craziest part of all of this is, dog, is like, we know we can't trust anything that they release, bro.
Why are we even talking about this?
No, like, why would you believe it? Like, I'm just saying. And
we ain't dealt with not one serious issue that we dealing with right now. But you got us talking about JFK, Martin Luther King possibly working for the FBI.
No.
Martin Luther King was a Fed, dog.
Come on, bro.
Martin Luther King was a Fed this whole time.
According to the government.
This whole time.
And y'all believe that shit? Y'all believe that shit?
God.
No, come on, man.
Hey, Trump just told us Martin Luther King was a Fed.
No, come on, man.
Oh, man.
Like, be for real.
Let me chill. It's 2025.
And you know what might be even crazier? All that shit might be true.
It might be true. They laughing the whole time. Told you.
Hiding in plain sight.
We just gave it to him.
We just hiding the truth in plain sight, bro. Why would you believe any of that shit? No, all I saw yesterday, the day before, was like them talking about these JFK files. All I saw little tags on Twitter, and I'm like, why would y'all believe any of this shit, man? Okay, past that. Your boy Elon Musk did a Nazi salute at
God, damn it.
Yeah.
My stocks. I heard my stocks aren't doing good.
Oh, that's because of that deep seek shit. But we'll talk about that here in a second. I sent you 2 videos.
Everybody been sending me texts. How's Nvidia? Ha ha ha. It's like, yo, y'all are fucking evil,
bro,
dog. Bro, I've never met. Bro, listen.
You know how negative people can be for no reason?
I'm telling you, random message. Just like, how's Nvidia? Ha ha ha. And it's just like, nigga, are you happy that I'm down? Is that what you?
Dog, what's wrong with niggas, man? Niggas pray on your downfall for no reason, dog.
It's cool.
But see, you know what? Actually, I was gonna make that a topic, and we're gonna talk about that here a little bit later. So here's my thing, man. Oh shit! What was I talking about? What was my next point? Oh, the Nazi salute.
Okay.
If I'm being fair,
I mean, I'm down, but it ain't bad.
Yeah, shit happens.
Like
Stock markets move
$4-5 grand.
Markets move up, markets move down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Might be
Actually,
a buy opportunity,
you know what's
to be honest
crazy
with you.
is my portfolio has gotten to the point where 4 or 5% really swings my shit.
Oh yeah,
like, bro, I'd be like, I don't know how niggas could look up and see 4-5 million missing and not panic.
Bro, 4-5% is like, it's a real deal.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, when you get a couple days of 4 or 5%, you really like, hey, you feel like you him. You feel like you, you start, hey, babe,
I'll be sending
our future is bright.
I'll be sending Trish a little screenshot, like, hey, my nigga, we made it. Hey, my nigga, we made it.
Future is bright.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But the thing is here, getting back to the Elon Musk shit, if I'm being fair, supposedly word on the street is that Elon Musk is autistic. I don't think that had anything to do with what he was doing. I truly do believe that he was doing some goofy shit. I believe either two things.
He's trolling, dog.
I believe either two things. I either believe he was trolling and knew exactly what he was doing, or he really is autistic and, you know what I'm saying, he probably
is autistic, but he's probably slow on the spectrum. 2, I would say that Elon Musk, he's the ultimate troller.
Yeah.
Bro, the dude bought Twitter and named it X. Like, what do we, bro? And that's no reason.
And that's what this feels like.
He made no money. He really made no money off of that. He bought Twitter, named it X, and then gave it back to us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gave it back to us.
Come on, dog. So he's the ultimate troller. This is gonna suck to say, y'all really just gotta ignore the next 3 years, man. You know what I'm saying? You really just have to.
I mean, they won,
bro. They're gonna troll you. They're gonna do all the above to get an emotional reaction, this, that, and the third. And because they running shit for the next 3 years, you just got to take that. And maybe in the next year or two, when you can, vote, for the lower elections, then you can turn around and say, like, all right, maybe you can take over the House or take over the Senate, do something like that, just to, slow down some traction. But you just got to take the next 3 years. All this right here, bro, if he did do it, okay, I guess. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
if that's how you feel, bro, like, all right, you got it.
I guess at the end of the day, the thing you got to think about is that Elon is, if he is a little autistic, then that also might explain some of the trolling, because he probably was picked on as a kid. So now he's rich and shit. So now he get to pick on like everyone who was
he picking on him,
yeah, who was like cool and shit. So like the reality is man, is these next 3 years are gonna be wild. All right. But I mean in terms of dramatics, laughing stock of the world. But
save your energy for when the moments need
that matter.
Outlash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need right now, bro. We are it's a marathon. Mm-hmm. It's a marathon.
Yeah.
And if you start being, you know what I'm saying, riled up right now, you're not gonna be ready. You're gonna be tired by year 2, year 3.
Well, also I think that it's because they came out swinging. So I do think that because also getting back to the point I was trying to make earlier before we went on like a little off tangent there, is that I also believe that Donald Trump's just like going to act a fool for like 30 days. And then we're probably back to business as usual.
You know, going golfing.
Like, yeah, he already went to Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like golfing, doing some secret meetings.
Yeah, it's like
he's in the third. Like,
bro, I don't know. Especially these last 8 years, Washington, and like I don't care who they put in office. I don't care. Like, I don't care how much we want to pretend like, you know what I'm saying, like Donald Trump or anybody that's gonna go in there is gonna be any different. Like sure, they may make like some changes, but when we talk about like real significant impacts, I just don't see it, man. Somebody gonna have to do it before I believe it, because I believe that, you know what I'm saying, they've orchestrated this. And I don't know if it's social engineering. Or, I mean, we know that they've tapped into the human psyche. All right. They figured out a way to get us to spend millions, billions, trillions of dollars a year, run up debt, all that shit. When we know that by nature, most people should be conservative. You should understand our nature is to survive. But yet they somehow figured out a way to get us to blow through all of those psychic barriers that we usually tell you where to stop. You know what I'm saying? Gluttony at its highest. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. So like it's some social engineering. White people or the right wing side calls it psyops, whatever you want to call it. They figured that shit out to the point to where like they gridlock Congress and the Senate. There's always never enough people on either side to get anything significantly done. You know what I'm saying? So one of these Congress people just introduced a bill to eliminate whatever. So to eliminate the 2-term limit for presidents. So now presidents can run for a 3rd term. Do y'all know what in the fuck you got to do to amend the Constitution?
You need more than like 70%.
No, you need 3/4 of the Senate.
Yeah.
Nigga, Donald Trump would literally have to become a dictator to get that shit to happen. He would literally have to become that. It is impossible. Okay? So like all this panicking and shit that we doing.
Honest with you, senators aren't even gonna vote for that.
Bro.
Because they don't want their name on some bullshit like that.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Again, it's trolling.
Yes.
So y'all gotta just understand, like,
bro,
there's people who are willing, like there's those bottom feeders in politics who are trying to make a name for themselves by doing this shit.
There we go.
Because they know that they can just propose a bill. And if they propose it, CNN is gonna run it, and then you gonna entertain it and feel like it might happen, and it's not gonna happen.
It's not.
If it could happen, trust me when I say that Donald Trump would not have been the president to come out and say that, hey, he's gonna go for a 3rd term. There'd have been a president to try to do it. No. It's almost impossible for it to be done.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost impossible for it to be done. Now, the real issue that I think everybody's having a problem with that we can really talk about is possibly the immigration issue. The mass deportations. It seems like that is not going to stop anytime soon, and that it could gear up to possibly profiling individuals in a lot of circumstances. Because it seems as if, I don't know how they just weren't like getting these folks, but they are getting them to the point where it is thousands in a week, you know what I'm saying, that are being deported. That's a problem.
Yeah. You know, he threw out a number. He was supposed to be doing 10,000 deportations a day. Obviously, that was an unrealistic figure, but who knows what they're capable of. This whole deportation and immigration thing, and
it doesn't fix the problem because you're just deporting them. They're gonna come right back. You know what I'm saying? Like we're spending money,
and the amount of resources that you would need to keep them from getting in is insurmountable. I mean, like you just don't have enough money, enough funds to put enough people at the border to prevent it from happening. So short of putting up automatic turrets that's just knocking people off as they try to cross the line, you just can't do it. But not even that. I feel like I don't know how to feel about it, because on one hand, I do believe that to a certain extent, it's necessary, right? Like as we talk about jobs and employment, and like all this other stuff, you know, it is affected by
It does affect the
immigrants
economy.
coming in, right?
When you have mass immigration, you have a
Bro.
mass immigration issue. It doesn't matter what, you know, ask New York. Ask New York right now what they're dealing with, you know, with their statewide economy.
And the reality is that as more of these people have come in, you have to relegate funds to them because we know that poverty breeds crime.
And that's exactly what is happening in places like Colorado.
So when people don't have enough resources, they rob, steal, and kill. That's sociology 101.
Because they're gonna survive no matter what.
Yeah. So the reality is the government feels emboldened, and let's keep it a stack. We know for a fact that the Democrats were allowing it to happen because they did want more voters. I mean, like if you allow people to come in and seek asylum, and you're the side that's allowing them to do it, you're more likely to get their vote. I mean, that's just facts, man. You know what I'm saying? I also think that it was probably some colluding with now this is tinfoil hat shit. But I also believe that during the pandemic, the people who struggled the most to hire people were restaurants, retail, all that shit because they weren't paying enough. Well, guess who's going to take those wages and come to work? Immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Because they need employment. So I also think that there was some colluding on the side of, you know, Walmart, Target, retail, all those people there that was working with the Democrats to get those people to come in because, hey, at the end of the day, they need people in order to work. And them little salaries, I seen it when I was doing my last couple of years at AutoZone. Bro, them people weren't playing. I remember this one chick said she wouldn't take no less than this. My district manager told me, hey, go in here, shoot her offer, see what she says. She declined that shit. That was the start of it. And then like I started seeing it more and more often. And when there's one incident when I called her, she said, I told you I couldn't take no less than that. Like these people ain't playing, bro. Like they trying to get paid. So the issue is sure, we've opened up more jobs, but where the downside comes in is now, although, yeah, sure, you're going to be able to hire Americans, right? But you're going to have to pay top dollar now because for the same amount of money, you're going to pay somebody to get up on a roof and, you know, shingle and all that, you're going to have to pay somebody else $2 to $3 more. Well, for every person you hired, you got to pay $2 to $3 more. That increases your expenses. Guess what? You got to pass that cost off. You still got to make your ends at the end of the day. And so the issue is I feel like the problem is things are going to get worse before they get better. And the only reason why I say that is because of this. The reason why this is even a major issue is because it was allowed to go on for so long without it ever being truly addressed. That now we're in a situation where money has been overly printed to the point to where things are so expensive now that like at one point in time when people would have came and might have worked for these wages, it's gone now. You know what I'm saying? Even though rent has fallen a little bit, it ain't fallen enough. You know what I'm saying? Grocery prices may have come down a little bit, but they ain't come down enough. And from what I can tell, they ain't came down at all.
I don't know how much you should even trust the prices even coming down because it could just be false hope.
I mean,
you know, it comes down for about 3 to 6 months, and then you're dealing with all-time highs and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, this sucks to say. The reality is that
it's necessary.
Look, they won, and they had an agenda, and what they're doing is their agenda. So that's why, for me, it's just kind of like, is what we're seeing par for the course of what we thought it was going to be? And if the answer is yes, then hey, we got to understand that. I can tell you for a fact that when Buddy was out here yelling, the old dude, I don't know, this border czar guy now, that he was yelling on the treetops that if you interfere, if any governor, interfere, you'll be dealing with the federal government. Bro, they came out and they telling you. They're telling you what time it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're warning you what's up. This is not a surprise. They're not just and again, that you got to be careful. I'm saying that to also say that doesn't mean that it is okay how it's going about. But hey, if you're here illegally, you're at risk for having to be deported.
I don't think I ever had an issue with the deportations, but my issue will come depending on how they're carried out and the brutality of it all. Yeah, because that's my issue, right? Like these are human beings, so I get all of that, right? Sure, we should y'all got to go back. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality, right? Like if you got a club, you only got an occupancy limit. You know what I'm saying? If people standing at the door, you got to tell them, hey, you got to wait till somebody leave, and you can come in, right? That's just how shit work. So I get all of that. But at the same time, I just want to make sure that we're going about this in a humane manner and we aren't just like stuffing.
as far as we know, I haven't heard anything that's like.
No, I'm saying, right? Like it doesn't look bad, right? I ain't seen nobody kicking in doors and dragging people out their houses. It just seems like they're showing up, getting people and saying, "Hey, y'all gotta go back." So, in which case, I'm good. But again, it's my only concern is the short term issues. You know what I'm saying? Because we're already at the pinnacle of like people barely making it, man. And so anything that negatively
things are about
affects,
to get expensive.
Yeah. So anything
that's all you gotta understand.
I mean, yeah.
Everything's about to get expensive.
It's kind of
Fruit is about to get expensive.
Yeah.
Construction is about to get more expensive.
Hold on, wait, before you go on with that, right? I don't know if fruit is going to get expensive because here's what happened in Florida. Donald Trump took away the power from DeSantis and said that he was giving that power to the Commissioner of Agriculture to carry out the deportations. Now, I'm just saying here, who is the Commissioner of Agriculture's constituents? Now, this ain't no tinfoil hat shit. I'm saying, why would you have somebody who's in his best interest would be to keep immigrants in his sector? Why would you have that person carrying out deportations?
Oh, okay, I see what
you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like now shit ain't adding up. And I'm saying even his first raids, he hit all northern states. He ain't hit the South, where most farming occurs. You know what I'm saying? And now he hitting inner cities. But again, I'm just saying, but you know, when something smells rotten, shit's rotten. Yeah. And I'm saying that shit ain't adding up. So again, and that just goes to show you it's hypocrisy everywhere, man. They talk all this cash shit and watch. We gonna see in the agriculture, they probably ain't even gonna get hit that hard. If them prices don't shoot up to like
15,
way up,
20%.
Yeah, bro. We already know what time it is, man. Ain't no immigration or raids get carried out there. Ain't no immigration raids get carried out in the fields, man. So let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stack, man. Because trust me when I tell you, if you ain't got nobody pulling that shit's going rotten. It's going bad. They gotta pass off the cost. They ain't got no choice. So the reality is that it's hypocrisy everywhere. And as you can see, you know what I'm saying, if you do follow us and you just happen to be a Trumper, which I can't imagine that, but let's just say you are, you know what I'm saying? Understand?
I can imagine it. I don't see why not.
I don't know. We'll see. It's hypocrisy everywhere, man. So like, don't listen. The what I've learned more about politics than anything is this: that you don't really go into politics to make a difference. At some point, you probably do, and you believe you can. But like once you get to like the level of the presidency and these super major levels, bro,
I wouldn't go that far, man. I wouldn't go that far.
Listen, this is my personal opinion.
I'm not saying.
This is my personal opinion. I believe they're here for personal gain. Period.
I mean,
you become president, you a made man.
I would say personal gain, but it doesn't mean that you are not still trying to like, you know, place change on a society. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to go that far that it's just like they're just trying to do it just for the sole purpose of like self gratification. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, all right, we can disagree on that. I don't see any reason to believe that, you know what I'm saying, that
I would definitely say I think there's people out there who would like to be president because they genuinely feel like they can make a change.
I think some people who have ambitions to become presidents who are still naive enough to believe that they can make a change, want to make a change. But all the money that flows through politics now, all the people you got to make deals with, do you understand now that they at the point to where every president from this point forward got to raise at least $1 billion to run? $1 billion. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's too much money. Money corrupts people. It's not possible to me for that amount of money to not corrupt you.
She got our man Bernie Sanders in there or Elizabeth
probably
Warren.
The only person. Probably the only people. But even still, man, who knows? It's just here's where we at, man. We're at the point where, listen, you got to understand that no matter who's in office, they gonna act up. They're gonna do a little bit here and there just to kind of appease their voters. But at the end of the day, you got to keep it pushing, man. You are all you got. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we come to learn. Now, whenever Trump and them start doing some shit that's really grimy, that we really got to get on here and discuss and talk about, and you know what I'm saying, call to act on, you know what I'm saying, and act the fool in these streets behind, all right, cool. Then y'all got me. I'll be out there marching with y'all. But until then, man, I'm not about to give a ton of energy into this. And I know that like this is all just fluff and pomp and circumstance and just being dramatic in order to be petty and vengeful and shit. That's all this is, man. And at the end of the day, we got to just find a way to work with people and figure out what's best for you and your family, and then act accordingly, man. And so if you got to move a little differently for the next 3 years, all right, cool. We just gonna move a little differently.
Got to.
Okay. All right. So moving past that, man, coming up to this DeepSeek shit. So if you didn't know, because this needs to be discussed. So the reason why all the tech stocks is falling is because of this company called DeepSeek. So DeepSeek is an AI company out of China who built essentially the same model ChatGPT, OpenAI, the company that built ChatGPT or whatever. They built the exact same model that ChatGPT and like something like it. Matter of fact, it's kind of even better because it's virtually human-like. They built it for $5.5 million when OpenAI and everybody spent billions of dollars to do the exact same thing. So that's what like kind of crashed the tech stocks. And in case you don't know, I think I've explained this before. Not a bunch of people woke up and just started selling off stocks. In high level trading, they have these computer robots that like read news articles. And so once they seen the story about DeepSeek AI or whatever, they just started dumping tech stocks from other people's portfolios. It's just how trading happens. If y'all don't know, look up BlackRock's. Fuck, I just drew a blank. But look up BlackRock's autonomous trading platform or whatever. Like they don't even do it. They got a computer that does that shit. So it pays to be rich, right? Essentially, it comes back to the story of, or it comes back to this issue always, which is, and I think this is an educational purpose as to why shit is so much more expensive in America than in China. Like, how come Teslas cost $80,000 over here, but in China they got a Neo that looks damn near just like a Tesla, or is nice as a Tesla, but for $30,000, and that's because. And this is something that I've argued with you before. The reason why I don't believe, us not spending money would work is because America is built through distribution networks. At every level, there's somebody else picking shit up to do something to eventually get it to the store that you're getting ready to buy it from. So before you buy a package, that shit done gone through 7-8 different channels just to get to this shelf.
And they all put their tax on it.
You know what I'm saying? And everyone's marking it up. So this same iPhone, although I don't know, Apple's making a pretty killing. So they probably only using a couple of distribution networks. But you get my point but most retail things, this shit is assembled from many different parts all over the world. It is then picked up by somebody who's going to find local people to distribute it. Then that person's going to pick it up. And then they're going to hire people. And then they're going to hot shot. And then by the time it gets to a carrier who is buying the freight to pick it up, then they go put it in the store because all of that is cost. You done paid 800, 900, 1,000% more than what it actually costs to produce this item. And unfortunately, in China, it doesn't work that way. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't have as many middlemen distributing and moving everything because they produce everything, right? So first off, they don't even spend money like us. Let's just keep it a buck. I ain't gonna say that. They do shop like us, but all their shit is so much cheaper they can really actually afford to buy shit at the way that we do, right? But with all of that being said, it's unfortunate, but this is the reason as to why everything costs so much more in America is because, there's always somebody who's trying to get a slice of the pie, right? And it's crazy how that shit occurred, right? Like, how do you and this is why Amazon's so cheap, because Amazon basically just started cutting out all the middlemen. Yeah. Said, fuck that. We gonna build our own factories. We gonna hire our own drivers. We gonna ship shit across the
now they have their own Amazon options.
No, now they creating storefronts. And then they became the ultimate middleman. So then when you couldn't compete, they said few years ago they set up you can use our distribution network. We're gonna take 60% of your cut, you'll get 40, you know what I'm saying? But hey, eat some mine though, right?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's the reality. So with all that being said, that was just an educational point, man, is like understand that like things that appear, although you can believe America's the greatest country in the world, I'm still grateful to be here. I don't love America, but I do think America is a great place for opportunity, and I think that like life could be much harder than it is
You
here.
don't love America. Huh? Crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't listen. I need to explain this to people. I don't love anything but my family and my friends. I don't even love the Texans. I like the Texans. They cool.
I ain't gonna lie, I love the Eagles.
Yeah, I fucking love them grown ass niggas. Them ain't my niggas.
Okay,
I'm saying like
that's wild. That's crazy.
No, but I'm explaining you why I don't. I don't know them niggas. I don't.
You're 100% right.
I'm saying like
but
America.
in between the lines, like what you represent as far as like my team to try to win. And
Yeah,
like
I fucks with you niggas, but I don't love you niggas.
Yeah,
okay,
outside
like,
of that, like
I don't like my neighbors and shit. America, like y'all, my neighbors cool. I fucks with them. I don't love them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like what are we talking about?
I get what you're saying.
I love my mama, my grandparents, my wife, my kids, my cousins, my brothers, my sisters, my friends. I love them niggas. I love y'all niggas. I don't love like America. Like I just that ain't in me. And maybe it's because of how like I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just hard for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even hang out with coworkers. You know what I'm saying? So like none of that shit. So maybe it's just me, but I'm saying, but also don't hate America. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't think this place is ass can be better. You know what I'm saying? But also I don't hate America. But and I think that's how if you were to break it down.
Man, I don't know. Maybe because I've been to Nigeria, I've been to other places, I can comfortably say that like, yeah, I'm grateful for America and yeah, I do love America.
Okay,
like,
shout out to you.
It has its issues, it has its problems, but only in America can you sit there and like can the people vote for somebody like Barack Obama and then right after that have somebody like Donald Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like it is a democracy. And we got to be grateful for that. We got to be grateful for having the opportunity to like some of the wealth that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. So I don't know. I just, you know, I see other places. Could there be other places that maybe you could live and be more comfortable? I would probably say a few, maybe enough that you can, you know, put on two hands. As far as the masses, could you individually go out and be an outlier? 100%. But as far as, you know, the amount of people that we have here in America and with the amount of like wealth and things of that nature that we do have, yeah, I can comfortably say, yeah, I love America.
Okay, all right.
But
Let's take.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't love America. Like I just can't see myself saying that because like I wouldn't mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like I love my life. You get what I'm saying? And I'm grateful that America allows me to have this life. You know, but like I just happen to have been born here. You know what I'm saying? I could have been born in another country and think that my country was the greatest country in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if people in Sweden really think America's the greatest country in the world. I don't know if people in Denmark, Norway, you know what I'm saying, Australia think America's the greatest country in the world. You get what I'm saying? So like perspective shapes everything. But with all that being said, I also am aware that, you know, as hard as it is here, my life is still far more comfortable than it is in like a lot of other places. You know what I'm saying?
80+% of the
like,
world.
Yeah. 80% might be a stretch, but it's probably in the high percentages though. At least 60% for sure.
There's a lot of people in China who are suffering. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
but also because the economy is trash and they just been faking numbers forever and they got a bunch of empty cities over there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing on the reason,
so,
but I'm just saying like there's a lot of that. And
yeah. So again, we get back to this point where that although our economy is you know what I'm saying, we're reaching that threshold of where they're gonna have to fix this shit.
Something's gonna have to happen.
That's basically what I'm trying to say. And so the issue is like I don't think I'm no longer on like the whole doomsday world ending type shit. Just looking into politics and doing a lot more research now. Because there's a day coming where eventually they're gonna have to address this shit. And the hope is just that as everyone else becomes more educated, I see so many people now that understand money far better than I knew they knew it before, you know what I'm saying? And so as more knowledge gets passed down, as you talk to more people, and ultimately that's what social media has done more than anything. It's allowed us to gain perspectives from people and create conversations that we normally wouldn't have. Because if you ever just stayed in your bubble, I'm telling you that, you know, your parents might be different because they might be financially educated. But I just had a conversation with a cousin. We were sitting down with, he came over to my mom's house while I was over there chilling with her. And, you know, we had a conversation and he was upset and we were talking about how, like, you know, it's a lot of stuff that like our parents just didn't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we know it now. So now when we have kids, we get to pass down that knowledge and we get to tell them, you know what I'm saying, about all the investment opportunities, how to make money, how to make sure you save money. Don't buy into the consumerism, whatever. And I still struggle with it. And like, I'm aware of how consumerism is like the ultimate weapon against us, and I still be buying shit. So like, don't think like, you know what I'm saying, this is like, oh, everybody got to figure it out.
No, but it's very difficult when you live in a place where there's nothing about marketing in front of your face, no matter where you go.
I'm saying,
when you drive, when you scroll.
Listen.
Anywhere you open your eyes, there's something for you to buy.
Yeah, they got us cooked.
To buy it.
They got us programmed, bro.
So you gotta
like,
be so disciplined to be against the grain on that.
It's hard, bro. It's hard, dog. Every day I be wanting to buy something else. And Trish be like, nah, nigga, you gotta chill.
You just think you need it. I need this. My life would be so much easier with this.
No, and then you get it, you use it for like 2 weeks.
It's like, you just go back to doing the old shit.
We just talking about your $200 Yeti jug.
It's in the trunk.
Like, it's in the trunk, bro. Like, it's hard, man. But at the end of the day, man, I want y'all to know that like, I'm personally believe that like there's a future where shit obviously has to get better. It's gonna get ugly, and it's probably gonna be bad, right? But you know, that's just kind of how shit work, man. When you building something again from the ground up, because the future is either Toyota Corolla costs $80,000-$90,000,
which is not gonna happen.
Or you know what I'm saying, or you know,
somebody comes with a car that's $5,000.
Yo, because
the world. But and look, here's the thing.
No,
in struggle, people tend to like come together, unite, and try to like, you know what I'm saying,
after
have
the
resolve. War. You know what I'm saying? So it is going to get.
Fight,
I will say this: it is going to get worse.
Yeah,
but we are going to have resolve at the end.
Yeah,
like, I don't like if you look through history, it's never been that there hasn't been a resolution to any of these extreme things that we are predicting is going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just hope that bloodshed doesn't come from the revolutions, because
I ain't trying to shed no blood. I know that. I just want to see the Eagles win the Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. I just want to work.
My nigga said,
I'm just a chill guy.
Hey, I feel you.
I just want to work, make some money, watch some football, travel a little bit, and that's it. I'm good. I don't know what we fighting for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me an old lady. Get married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have me one or two of them things and call it a day.
Okay. Also, before we get out of here, because I got a couple of homies who have now like truly tapped into like their entrepreneurial spirit. And so you want the people who I know for sure is like fully like committed full time to like, you know what I'm saying, the business, their and like growing this entrepreneurial route and like really coming up. And so what my question is to you is your business in particular, it's kind of like specific niche. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
And it's not like it's customer service, but it's medical, right? Yep. So in which case you don't have the opportunity to get the same type of endorsement and love and manners as someone who is like starting a catering business or someone who's trying to sell a book or something like that, right? So what best way can a friend or family member support you, you know what I'm saying, in your endeavor, you know, even though, you know, you're in a sort of, you're not in a position to really do a lot with like marketing and everything to really be supportive on that end?
I want you to give me more specific, like what's your situation? Because it sounds like this is very specific, but you don't want to like.
Well, no, it's not even specific. Because I'm saying, you know, like you, like I got a homie that, you know, saying he started like trying to barbecue and shit, right? Like I can go on Instagram and like and comment and like try to blow his page up, but like for like you, how can somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like
the best. So I'll use that guy as an example. I would just go, and then when I go eat at his spot or get his barbecue, I'll just post it on my page and be like, everybody tap in. And that's my way of pubbing it. Yeah,
but I'm saying for you specifically, though, how could a friend support you, though? Because you don't have those same options that, like...
I'm good.
You good? You don't, okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only way is that if you know somebody who maybe has a parent or a loved one or something like that needs a caregiver, then, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm your guy. But...
so, like, word of mouth.
Yeah, but if you don't, like, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Like, because the reality is that I don't have the expectation that people around me can, like, I need their support. I'll just go to where I need to go get the demand. You know what I'm saying? The demands are at rehab facilities, things of that nature. So I'm tapped into those spots. You know what I'm saying? I talk to case coordinators, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like your boy probably will be getting about 18 to 20 in the next 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So and I told you that the goal is to have 50 by the end of the year. So it's one of them things where it's just like, yeah, you just gotta like be able to know where are the customers, even though it is a very specific niche, where are they? And then can you just somehow keep getting in front of their faces and then hopefully you grab one or two people. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, I will tell you this. As somebody who is a content creator, podcaster, you know, specifically speaking, if you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to, I got a homie that just wrote a book. He's probably going to have to do some marketing, social media campaigns, all that.
Get AJ Brown to read it during the game. Number one seller.
Yeah, that's it. Jalen Hurts said he ain't never seen that boy read though, so
he probably hasn't.
He probably hasn't. Okay, but even with all that being said, man, listen.
But he seems him scoring the touchdowns.
That's all that matters. Look, the point is, you know, it makes you feel good when you start to see family members liking, commenting. But at the end of the day, you're not going to scale and you're not going to grow through family and friends. I mean, as much as you would want their support and want them to always comment and like and you know share your post and everything, and you know it can get frustrating. And, you know, saying you can feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, I think the greatest way to look at it is that dope sells itself. So you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to think outside the box. And, you know what I'm saying? You're just going to have to make really good content. The better your content, the better, you know what I'm saying, you have at growing your brand and growing your business. And at the end of the day, that's really kind of where you have to take it. So don't take it to heart, because everybody got their own life to live. And people getting up at 6, 5 o'clock in the morning, going to go drive an hour to work, working 8, 9, 10-hour shifts, then getting off, got to pick up kids, got to go home, cook and stuff like that. So understand that people got whole lives they running out here.
And you're trying to start something new with the life that you're probably already dedicated to. And anytime you're picking up something new, if I'm going to be honest, the most difficult thing is that thing needs your full dedication.
That's
you know
the unfortunate part.
And if you're not giving it, that you're not watering that plant the way that it needs to be watered, you're not going to have a fruitful plant majority of the time. It's one of those things where it's just like you really got to have more in you to pour into your regular life and then this new life that you're trying to upstart. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult, dog. It's difficult. When it snowed, man, if I'm going to be honest, man, that was probably one of the toughest days I had in the past year and a half, 2 years.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about 14 and a half hours, maybe 15 hours just going. I had to see damn near every single client, you know what I'm saying, from early in the morning to didn't get home until about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them days where I was just ready to just, like, this was draining, physically, mentally, spiritually, all the above. But as I'm going home that night, I'm like, dog, I'm really at a point where I just spent all day seeing all of my clients.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you see that, like, perspective-wise, that is a big reward to be able to say that, like, I was able to give all my employees off and then, like, handle this snow day.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you got to be that dedicated to what it is. You can't really boggle yourself mentally with, like, negative stuff. But to obtain that, you got to put in a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy.
And so just know that, man, look, you still got to live your life, but at the same time, understand that, like, it requires a level of work that means you're going to have to go extra and beyond. So one of the things that I've been doing, and like I've been practicing here recently, like with family events, just going out, just constantly trying to make more videos, create more content, because the more I practice it, the better I can get at it. And like I realize now that, like, the only way this pod is gonna grow and anything that I do is gonna grow is to do more of it, right? Like at the end of the day, the more videos I cut, the more videos I post. I can only get better if I keep doing it. And just for me personally, the reason why I said, you know, I brought up this topic is because I was having a conversation with my friend about it, and you know, I had to let him know, man, look, it may start off with you telling people and they liking and shit, but like that's gonna fade. So at the end of the day,
you gotta capture your own audience.
At the end of the day, you gotta build the brand. You gotta cut videos better. You gotta do more, because honestly, his content, even for starting out, it was kind of whoa. All right, man, you definitely gotta do more than this, man. Like I'm not even.
You got a YouTube.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold him, but like it was like, bro, listen, this is just a poor attempt to even try. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really trying to do this, then like you gotta like put some meat into this. But even with all that being said, man, just know that you're gonna get more out of it with doper content versus trying to get people to prop you up that you know. And that's all I'm trying to say. So if you whatever you're trying to do in life, understand that dope sells itself. And at the end of the day, if you even if you're not seeing success, keep going and just know that, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the road, hopefully the light looks a little bit better. Okay. All right. So with all that being said, man, if you made it to the final part of the first episode of season 4, thank you. If you do me a favor, go ahead and like,
comment,
and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Tell your mama, brother, sister, cousin, uncle, family, friend. Tell an Eagle fan. You can even tell a Chiefs fan.
Go Birds and our fucking Chiefs.
Go ahead and tell anybody you want. With all that being said, man, we appreciate y'all. Till next time, we out.